Hey
Hey.
y'all, it's Up Late with Dale on the weekly morning show that's sometimes on a Wednesday and then other times on a Tuesday. And what's that cup you got there, Shy?
It's from my time in Bermuda that I went on my honeymoon, and I've had it for almost 10 years now, and it's made it through all the storms. Okay.
That's awesome. Yes, Bermuda.
And I should say that
Yes.
I would never go back there again because it's so boring.
Oh, really?
It's the town, it was so underwhelming. And I don't know if there's a different part of Bermuda I need to find out about, but when I
You
got
say
off the boat,
underwhelming?
it was very underwhelming. It was like when I got off the boat, I was like, you think it's gonna be like, people dancing in the street party. And mind you, we got off the boat, it was like everything's closing at 5 o'clock, so there's nothing for you to do. And I was like, what? What do you mean? So,
Oh,
and
so it
it's
was a
like
part of a cruise?
it was a part of cruise, and where we ported was like by jail. That's another part. It was by jail,
Oh,
so
so that's why everything had to close at 5 o'clock.
they just
Make
don't
sure
know what's
they
gonna
don't get
happen.
out.
Yeah. And so, and Mazel Tov to you. I'm having my bagel, my
Guys,
lox
it's
of bagel.
Shaw's turn to eat this week. You know what I'm saying? Last week it was my turn to deal with that. I'm gonna deal with it again. But this week I didn't deal with it. I just said it's your week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you do.
Are you still
But you
an
know
alkaline
what?
though?
I am, but what I'm doing is I'm just mixing the alkaline in, like so I'll have, made some chicken yesterday, but then I had quinoa, put a little
Hmm.
corn in the quinoa, like having one alkaline item. Got my avocados, got like I keep
Hmm.
an alkaline. I keep, now that I'm cognizant of it, I keep the alkaline uh going in. You know what I'm saying? Because you
And I
definitely got
had
to
an
fill up.
avocado toast yesterday with thinking of you yesterday, but I said I still had to make it my version. I put bacon on top of top of
Yeah,
it as
it
well. So
needs a little spice,
it needs
even if it's a
something
little,
to
little
it.
pepper, a
Yeah, I put red
little,
pepper flakes in it.
yeah. So, little, but I,
Hmm.
no, I don't put any bacon on there. Shy, defeating the
But
whole
this is turkey
purpose.
bacon. This is turkey bacon. So
First of all, that processed meat, don't have a doctor come over there and pinch you.
it's
Don't
all
have a
about
doctor
sparing
come
me
over there and
eating.
pinch. um, uh, yeah. So anyway, so I have it in. So real quick, I saw the timeline this morning. Uh, guys, this is why we need to be on TV. What other host y'all gonna see yawning and eating? I mean, this is the kind of show.
Uh, I was about to put my eyelashes on. Okay,
You don't have your
don't get me
eyelashes
started.
on?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I said if
okay.
I put, as long as I put some eyeliner on, I'm good. But I was like, I'm just gonna stop at the. I was at the
Shot.
eyelash because I pulled my back muscle last yesterday, and I was like, going to get this glue was on a whole
Oh
other
no.
stair level. So I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. No, and look, I'm so used to seeing you with eyelashes. I ain't even notice it, girl. I'm like, because of
I
the
get
also
close
the
enough.
eyeliner too.
If
Uh,
you get close enough, you'll see how butt naked they are.
Girl, remember when we was just butt naked all through high school, still feeling so beautiful and
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like
and
now
it's so
we
true.
can't go without it. Now,
And
you know what I'm saying? We have to have it.
and it's so true because I had so old picture of myself back when I was in high school, and I was able to take a picture of it with my phone, and I was like, I should put it in the app and add some eyelashes on
Ah,
myself from.
girl, I'm talking about I was
I
just
was
at
like,
a
no,
show
it's fine.
and somebody was like, "Girl, I heard you because girl, I be telling the cameraman, girl, I don't know about I don't know where these cameramen go to photography school, but they need to take an Instagram class. Boo boo, you need to like stand on top of something and get that like downward angle to like
Hello,
make us look thin. Like
hello.
guys shooting from the
I need
bottom,
to
like you
get
got
self
us looking
retired.
like Miss Kool Aid out here. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like I did. I was tell you how I hosted the show a couple of weeks ago at this hair show in New York, and my
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend Kiana, who was there with me helping me, took a picture of me. And actually, I think I had this dress on. Took a picture of me, and I'm sitting down. I said, her and I must not be she, because I look 7 months pregnant in this picture. I want to like, so tell me, did I do something to you that I didn't know about? Because I'm talking about, I was like, don't you ever post this picture?
Yeah.
I want to blame it on
Cause
the dress, but I'm like, no, that's just me.
keep but the thing is people think good, like they pull different features from the picture. They'll be like, look at the color, look at the light shining, look at my
Hmm.
stomach. That, first of all, until you look at my stomach, you can't even judge the color, like, because that's the first thing I'm going for in the photo. Anyway, but look,
Yeah,
after
me
the
too.
show, girl, all the girls was like, girl, this what I use right here. You need something flat? I use Picture Me. I use Post-its. I use
Yeah,
flatmystomach.com. Girl, I'm talking about there all the apps for me.
it's so true. It is so true. It's so many places you can go on, and my waistline will be so small. I would be Rick James 26, 36, 24, whatever the song measurement is. That would be me by the end
Yeah.
of this app.
Uh, you know what, girl? This the thing about it too is sometimes like the I think, as a midsection person that don't plan on not having a midsection no time soon. You know what I'm saying? The thing
Exactly.
about it too is I just gotta choose the appropriate gear. Like the appropriate
Yeah,
gear will have you looking like out of sight. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
No matter what it is, because I just be so like I barely even hate to use the filters on Facebook to have your face looking so good. You know how like sometimes it get
Right.
that youthful, it'll drop it, because then you can't see yourself no other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's
when you
true.
see your regular
Over filtering.
pictures.
But then I also
Yes.
realized that too is lighting because I've taken pictures of myself. Matter of fact, that picture when I tagged you and when you the hat you bought me, I said that took a picture of myself outside, and I was like, I feel like I got a filter on because I was outside in natural sunlight. So it's really about lighting. I remember them talking about Oprah saying that she has a special person who is responsible for just lighting her because the lighting is what makes the difference. And so certain
Yeah.
angles, of course, but if you are lit certain way, oh please, you're gonna look like 20 years younger.
Now also, Sha, that hat, now that I call that hat a beauty hat. That
Mm-hmm.
hat makes the face look
Contours.
gorgeous. That
It
hat
contours it.
strictly puts the focus on the beautiful feet, girl. Because when I wear that hat, girl, let me show y'all the hat Sha talk about. Luckily, I got one right here.
Oh, you
Okay,
better have it right close.
girl, I gotta have it right fast so I can show y'all exactly what's going on. Hold on. Here you go right
Yeah,
here
have
so I
it
can show y'all
special.
how good I'm looking.
Oh,
That
look how sexy
joint.
that one is.
That joint. Hold on.
Look how sexy that thing is. And it's so high class in fashion though. It's like it seems so simple, but you could put that on and look like you got a mink stall
Girl,
on
I'm
or
talking
faux one
about
on.
this hat makes it so that the face is accentuated. Because, girl, when I wear this hat, when I used to be in New York,
Yeah.
um, and I would just have on this hat, people would be like, "Ooh, that face, like it just." Can you hear me?
Because it makes you because it's just doing this.
Yes.
It's doing this. But
If
that just
we
goes to show talking about beauty in your face, like how we so are consumed with all of this that
Yeah,
it's really all about this.
that's it. That's first of all, these other things, these eyelashes, they're strictly to put the attention on this in the first place. Like the only reason why we notice it so much is because it's just accentuating the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This right here, but and that's what it was going back to. Like too many like filtered. Like some people, they've filtered so much that they are unable to see the actual beauty,
Yeah.
in the
Absolutely.
regular raw photo. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, speaking to
um
that, and that's what made me think about this transition of like us talking about this in terms of Jada and her beauty, in terms of what all stemmed from all of the situation that happened. I want to talk about it from another perspective. Hollywood's perception about beauty and what it looks like in terms of hair. And I think more so it's about the capitalizing of it because they know products are associated with hair. They got, products they're selling to you to make your hair look this way. So I think if we start normalizing that women can wear their hair short and that the beauty is all within here, and so internally that that narrative won't be looked upon so negatively. But because there's so much money behind, selling to us products to make our hair look glorious, that's one of the reasons why you'll never see all this, people see women in the front of cameras with that kind of hair. But it needs to be normalized.
But I think that Jada, number one, has normalized the short hair because that's
Mm,
all we've known of. Like,
yeah.
even though Jada's let her hair grow out, that's the only thing I've even known Jada for is her like beautiful short hair, her beautiful face. So, Lupita's done. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
the short hair is normalized. I feel like the
Well,
wigs
short and
are
bald
good.
is two different things, though. Short and bald is, to me, from the commercialized aspects of it. Like Cynthia Erivo, she wears her hair short outside of her roles in terms of her normal life. But I think when you are like completely bald, then it's a different look. Because then I feel like then at that point, what they look at in terms of seeing your hair, there's nothing there. So I mean, I think there's a difference because she's worn a pixie cut, but she's had it blonde, she's had it short, but she's
Yeah,
never had it
yeah.
bald. And I think that's a difference too.
Yeah, and I feel like the it's not a Hollywood thing or not a normal thing. I think the woman period has been
Mm-hmm.
associated with hair.
Mm-hmm.
So in all cultures, you know what I'm saying? Because even the Orthodox Jewish woman has a bald head under the wig, but she is
Yeah,
not
she does
wearing
it
it
here.
out. She
Yeah.
is, you know what I'm saying, taught to cover it up. Now I don't, please forgive me if I don't know all the orthodox things, but I know just from living around them, them saying that they shave their heads, I feel like the woman period
Well, they
from
do
pictures
they
to
get married.
biblical times, it's always, women have been associated with their hair.
Right. Well, and that's an Americanized or a westernized philosophy because in certain religions, like you said, with Orthodox and Muslims, um, uh, they don't believe in a woman should wear their hair out because it's seen as their glory in terms of a man hair, which is a religious belief, and that's why you see Jewish women wearing wigs and don't wear their actual hair out because after they get married, they're not allowed to wear their actual hair out. In the same way with um, certain Muslim groups, I can't think that I'm about to say the type of Muslim because it's not all Muslims believe that you're not supposed to wear your hair after you've been married. After a certain age, in terms of Muslims, Orthodox Jew is after you get married. So there's a difference in
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's actually starting to become normal. My auntie girl, we just hung out and she was showing me a picture of her friend like that doesn't have alopecia, isn't going through anything, just literally
Yeah,
shaved her head bald
my cousin did that
and
too.
fell in love with how it looked. And I'm talking about this lady is beautiful. The same with my homegirl. My
My cousin
homegirl
did the
grew
same.
up uh not feeling attractive whatsoever, always had her hair. She shaved her head bald, and I'm talking about this is the most beautiful face girl ever. Like, and
Hmm.
she this is the same face. Now she had no enhancements to the face, but just something about that shaving her head bald has given her so much confidence. Like, cause all you see is the face, and now
Yeah,
every photo she is looking like, hear ye, here I am. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's I feel like God bless you. I feel like
Thank you.
it's starting to become one of those things that we don't need to look at and be like, look at that woman over there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I do feel like
We just need to take the stigma behind it being associated with an illness. I mean, I know that for some people who it is, but celebrating someone in the same way you would if they had hair length, like being able to acknowledge, like you said, my cousin-in-law does the same thing. She shaved her own hair and she looks magnificent. Like
yeah,
I always tell her, she wears that bald head
yeah,
so well, and it
yeah,
looks good on her. But I think that just needs to be celebrated more for sure, and
yeah.
allowing women to feel comfortable that when they do that, people not being like, it's some, like she actually told me someone had asked her, which there's something going on with her. It's supposed to be like, no, that looks amazing because we have such a taboo about women in their hair.
Yeah, yeah. And we've attributed to that too. So I
Of
can't put
course.
it all on, we've
No, it
definitely,
ain't. I know
we've
I'm up with it buying
definitely
my number Cankalon 2378. Let me get
exactly.
this Indian
Exactly. Cuz
Brazilian
even
wave.
girl, even look, and that's why I be like trying to rock my own hair, cuz girl, sometimes I be like, look, I just even washed my weave, and then I was like, why am I putting this on? Like, because girl, as soon, like, one thing about weaves is they look so good on that when you take them off, you be like, is this the real me? Yeah, this the real you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
it's so
you
true.
you get so used to, like, it's like the hat. It accentuates your face because the only
Yeah,
thing you're noticing is the thing that the Lord gave you, but it just
yeah.
does, it just accentuates it. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
whatever, my thing is like do whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident, and celebrate yourself no matter what it is, whether it's a
yeah,
wig, a weave, a hat, bald head, no head, shaved head, locks in your hair. Because that's the main thing is that people always trying to define what your look should look for yourself. And I'm like,
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah. Guys, I was trying to give Shad the signal to wrap us up, but
I
that's
thought you was
our
gonna do
recording signal.
well, when
That's
I
our
ended, I thought you was gonna be like, all right, well, thank you all. And I was gonna be like, yeah, find us at
Guys,
I'll wait
let's
till you do it and
rewind
then throw
that
it back
real
to me.
fast. Let's rewind that real fast. Guys, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in to Up Late with Shy and Dale in the morning. Shy, tell them where they can find us.
Make sure if you're seeing us here on Facebook right now, make sure you hit the follow button so you can get notifications like this that we're up late in the morning every Wednesday, Thursday ish, as well as following us on Instagram at Up Late TV Show. And we also have a website, www.uplatetvshow.com, where you can find out more about us, our backstory, how we found each other. And if you want to advertise, I don't know if you all know, we're on 108 Soul each and every Sunday. So email us at uplatetvshow@gmail.com and find out how you can get your brand connected to over 500,000 listeners.
Guys, and those 500,000 listeners are tuned in every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you go to the website 108soul.com every Sunday to hear Up Late with Sha and Del. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys.
Bye.